Another day, another goofy crypto project to laugh at. Yesterday, I was finding tons of beautiful NFTs to make me sick to my stomach, such as the Adolf Hitler collection, where apparently Adolf Hitler's soul has been minted into the blockchain in a collection called the Adolphis, which is basically Bored Apes but with Hitler. I'm guessing that project's really popping off. And then, of course, recently Troy Baker went on Twitter and publicly shot himself in the foot by announcing his own NFT project, saying, "You can hate or you can create." And collectively, he got hated. He got fucking ratioed straight to hell. He got banished to the shadow realm with a fat ratio. But that neither of these projects are what we're talking about today. Today we're going to be looking at Crypto Land. I actually watched this on stream the other day. Before I enlighten you with the Crypto Land video, I wanted to clarify something. On stream before I watched this, I mentioned that I knew a very limited amount about Crypto Land, but I did mention a shitstorm that I saw on Twitter with Crypto Land in regards to kids. So I said that they allowed kids on their island, but apparently this wasn't exactly what they said, so I'll just show you the tweet. This was the tweet that caused all of the drama on Twitter, and it's a fucking weird tweet. So it's even, like, more disturbing than what I said going into the video, or what I thought it was about going into the video. It deals with the age of consent on their island. So, further clarification, Cryptoland was also trying to be a real-world thing, where they were actually going to own a Fijian island for crypto enthusiasts, and someone asked what the age of consent on the island would be, and they just said mental maturity is enough with a winky face. So you can see why this was immediately just written off as a fucking creepy project. I just wanted to clarify this before showing you the video because I got it wrong in the beginning with what this was actually about. And also one other thing I learned is that Cryptoland has been DMCA striking people that shit talk their project. So if that does happen to this video, I will be fighting it legally, tooth and nail, and put as much money and time as I need to in order to combat that, because that is some outright bullshit. Cryptoland, I think, is what we're going to start with. Cryptoland is this new crypto scam or something. I don't know shit about it. The only reason I know this exists is because I saw an argument on Twitter where someone asked, who's allowed on Cryptoland? Are kids allowed? And they said anyone's allowed of mental maturity or something, so then everyone started calling Cryptoland Epstein Island. That's the only thing I know about this, and I know they had like a full-blown animated announcement that was really embarrassing.
Hi, this is me, Christopher, a crypto degen with a crush for crypto kitties. I'm on my way to Cryptoland, the #1...
That was pretty that was pretty quick. After just giving a brief backstory of the only thing I know about it, saying they like kids on the island or whatever, he just talks about his obsession with crypto kitties. In 6 seconds. Wow.
And when Connie,
Tier 1
the
Chris
founder,
and
told
Prime
me
Generic.
that visionary investors could own a piece of this unique island,
And I did kid one.
I smashed bought
Kinway.
one of the 60 exclusive parcels on the blockchain hills. That's how I became a king cryptolander. And there it is.
Yeah. Let's go, Cryptoland.
Connie?
Christopher! Come here, buddy!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 50,000 blocks at least. Been waiting for you since.
This is like one of those
census. What
old
are you, a pending
PC games that
transaction
came
or
in
what?
cereal
Well, I guess I'm
boxes.
confirmed now.
Welcome to Cryptoland, the hodlers of last resort.
This must have cost them so much to make.
All the other King Cryptolanders have been arriving from all corners of the world. When we get to the blockchain...
Oh, that's
hills,
another
you can-
thing. Also, one more thing I kind of know about this going into it. Apparently this wanted to be more, or wants to be more than crypto. It wants a physical island that you can go visit, which is why people got really bothered by them saying, like, as long as you're mentally mature, any age is welcome. Because that's like a weird thing to say. And, like, welcome onto your island of crypto, bros. So I think this whole thing is about, like, a real place in the real world that is also tied to the blockchain or something. Again, I only know a very limited amount from the Twitter arguments I was reading. Reddit Island 3.0, pretty much.
Not your keys, not your bitcoins. Seriously?
Your keys, your Bitcoin. Not your keys, not your Bitcoin.
Wow.
Where do you come up with these crazy ideas?
You goofball.
I'm not gonna tell you where.
Sir,
God, this
The
is
Lambo's
embarrassing.
ready.
Holy shit.
What?
To the room, not the moon. Entering the
Oh my
blockchain
God.
hills.
Hey, what's that?
The Vladimir Club.
No, this is a real project.
Meant-
This is an actual project. Cryptoland is a real thing. Like they have their own white paper and everything. A glimpse into the future we all deserve. Yeah, I guess that's one way of saying it. Oh, here. I guess this is a better explanation than I provided. It's a project headed by cryptocurrency enthusiasts to purchase an existing Fijian island and develop it into a haven for fellow cryptocurrency enthusiasts. Oh my god.
In this video, guys, I'm buying a real piece of land in Crypto Paradise on Fiji.
Shameless.
This has been a
Fucking
I'm super
shameless.
excited.
Yeah, there's no dislikes though, so it must be good. Is it real though? No, man, it's a fucking scam. What do you mean, is it real? Here, I'll just keep letting the announcement play. Whoops.
Oh my, wow!
Damn, this place
I was
looks
gonna build something
sick.
dope for vacations, but now
Yo,
that I'm
Bored
here,
Apes?
Folks approached me saying, Connie, we need somewhere where we can be programming surrounded by palm trees and views to open sea. They were sick of working
This is
from
a
tiny
great
offices.
mascot. He's like
Why
a
do that
Clippy
when they can work from paradise?
crypto.
So we built it. Come on in.
But all he can do is like
People are picking up their passes
vomit
for the event.
memes.
Hey,
Hey, he's having so much
just wait
fun.
Until you see what's next.
Yeah.
The Crypto Restaurant. You're gonna love this, Christopher.
Oh, I get to eat NFTs. Well, we don't have any real food, but we do have receipts of food.
No, please, go ahead. I'm not a fan of forks, you know?
Oy, 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 oy.
Classic. Thanks. Enjoy your meal.
Jesus
See you around.
Christ. Yikes.
While you were,
What's that?
that's Cryptoland's Walk of
Oh!
Fame.
Whoa!
Follow the
Satoshi!
Crypto stars and you'll get to the moon.
that was fun.
Boy, we are in Crypto Beach, and fun is the norm here.
Goddamn right, it's fun. Let's go.
Study the best.
What about the rug pull
Say
room?
when and friend, but enough of swim. Let's go to the proof.
Who is this for? 6-year-olds?
Work out, make the ladies pass out.
What the fuck is this, man? Is there any... I have to look this up. I'm not going to do it on stream because I don't want to see the Council of Cock, but I'm going on Twitter real quick. Does Cryptoland have, like, a good following? Like, people that saw this and like, oh my god, paradise at last. This is what I was born for. I'll take 5 crypto... What were these? Crypto Kitty NFTs? What the fuck are they selling? I already forgot what it was called. This is sad. They posted an announcement 5 days ago. Dear Cryptolanders, we have been the victims of what seems to be a planned attack to harass, vilify, and twist our work. We condemn all the false information and false accusations being spread about Cryptoland and invite those who are truly interested to make their own research and politely ask us if they want to know anything about this amazing project. Much love, Cryptoland team. You know, bah humbug, fuck all those people that are misrepresenting the good work of the Cryptoland. I think they did a great job of making sure no one would ever be interested with this animation. I don't think there's any need to twist their words when this exists. Firefest for Crypto Virgins. I keep seeing that posted everywhere. Jesus Christ. My god, in their own household here. I can't find anything positive. Like, they're literally liking some of these tweets, too.
Crypto is in my chromosome.
Damn, this slaps.
Look at my face, I'm in the crypto space.
The gospel. The future is here, baby. And it's bright. Let's go.
Pilot?
Alright, I'm coming to Cryptoland, baby. That looks amazing. That looks
I'm
good.
exhausted.
I come from New York City, New York.
Oh my god, even Crazy Frog's here?
Bit, you know.
He's been minted into the blockchain? That's actually just gonna get me DMCA'd.
See you all there.
Hey, see you on Cryptoland. Alright, that looked awesome. The land of DMCA strikes and cease and desist letters. They have resorted to legal threats and DMCA strikes and misrepresenting information. Is that right?
Because they are doing the good old DMCA and sending legal threats to people.
Are they?
So good luck with that one, by the way, guys. But either way, let's start looking into some of this stuff.
Where is it?
The tweet about age of consent, right? Somebody tweeted at them and said, "What's the age of consent on Cryptoland?" And the Twitter account responded with this: "Mental maturity should be more than enough." Winky face.
Yeah,
Now,
that's what I was talking about. Yeah, this stirred up quite the shitstorm. Like just a normal question. You know? And such a normal answer. It's weird that people have been besmirching the good name of Cryptoland. Yeah, I mean, maybe this is where EDP's hanging out now. Like, he works there. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, this is... This is a very fucking weird response. And especially the winky face at the end.
I know that this is going to sound ridiculous because this wouldn't hold up in a court of law.
Yeah, but you're going to
obviously
bring up
this
the
isn't
winky
a court of
face.
law,
The winky
this
face
a
is
court of
weird.
Public opinion. Why is there a winky face in there?
So this is when they started sending out cease and desist letters. It looks like the cease and desists are going well. Lol, 36k likes. Nice. The Cryptoland legal team. I promise you no such thing has ever existed in any crypto project ever. The legal team is, that's Voldemort's name. There's no such thing as legality when it comes to fucking crypto NFT teams. No shot.
It specifically states you can use this. It's free. Anybody can
Oh,
use
so they just
this,
used free assets.
But there is
Damn.
a condition, and the condition is
Looked like so much
you
hard work.
credit me.
So they stole a bunch of
from corporate
assets.
entities and giving it back to the people. But of course, not when it suits us. Not when the corporate.
Oh, so it actually did go through on YouTube. I think that's one of the most laughable parts about YouTube is that something like Cryptoland can still take down a video, like from just some person. That's pretty wild.
This is a video that's showing every single one of their things is from somebody else on Instagram.
So they stole everything, and it's a terrible project to begin with. Nice. Well, I'm all caught up. That animation was pretty fucking lit, though. That shit really kind of went in. Do we have any Cryptolanders in chat? Will I be seeing any of you guys on the island? Seems like Bitcoin's gonna fall to the ground since everyone's still dumb enough to fall into NFT scams. I mean, I doubt Bitcoin's gonna collapse, but it looks like all the other ones are. What's Bitcoin at? She's still tanking a bit, eh? Man, they were killing it in 2021. It's just a correction, as they say. Why the lost interest? Because I think it's solely from NFTs and shitcoins. Keep in mind, all of this growth was at the time when NFTs, like, their hype was at their highest. Even your dad was hearing about crypto. And then your dad got scammed. Then your dad got scammed again. Then your dad found more shitposts from Elon Musk, got scammed again. Now your dad hates crypto. He sold. Everyone's selling. I think it is solely from NFTs and shitcoins. How much money have you lost? I haven't checked this since last August. I've lost a ton. Probably all of it, I assume. And that's fine by me, man. As long as I get to stop seeing all of those, like, crypto copium hype beasts on Twitter, I'm fine with it. I'll let if that goes to zero, whatever. Yeah, I don't think Bitcoin's ever going to, like, actually collapse. It'll probably settle somewhere in, like, the 20 to 30k ballpark or something. I'm just pulling numbers out of my ass, but I don't think it's gonna die. Bitcoin has died hundreds of times. This won't be any different. Yeah, I see that cope a lot too. This one is super different though. I don't think there's ever been as much crypto hype and as much crypto scam and shady shit as there was throughout all of 2021 when Bitcoin made its crazy run. The faith in crypto is at the lowest it's ever been. I got into Bitcoin late 2015, early 2016, so I saw all of the rises, all the falls. There was never a time that looked like 2021, ever. There were plenty of scams though back in the day. True, there was BitConnect. There was one other big exchange that I never remember the name of. I think it was like Mt. Gox. I think that might have been it. That's true. But the only people that got scammed back then were normal crypto bros. Now, in 2021, the people that got scammed were just average, normal, not internet savvy people, not tech savvy people. And now they will never come back. That shit will just get slapped down. And every company tried their best to hijack NFTs as quickly as possible for a quick turnaround. I don't think there's a chance anyone believes in NFTs again. Even Poppy's Playtime made NFTs. Yeah, they did. Everything. Literally everything. The moment I saw Paris Hilton shilling Bored Apes on Jimmy Fallon was the moment NFTs died. I feel like you can kind of pinpoint the day NFTs died. I really think it was when Gwyneth Paltrow introduced her own Bored Ape. I really feel like that is when it actually went into a death roll, like an actual death spiral. Because after that, I recall everything going down. It was Saturday Night Live that killed crypto. That killed Dogecoin. I don't think it killed crypto in general. Weren't they trying to make a Bored Ape movie? You're talking about the ape cartoon. I forgot what it was called. I think it was like Red Ape. Yeah, Red Ape Family. Well, episode 2 came out 2 months ago. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, sports fans. Oh, and you can even buy episode 3 NFT. Let's go.
Please make your way to the boarding gate.
God. What a beautifully awful cartoon. I love the comments they picked. One of them just said, "This is epic."
I saw another universe too, royally fucked, by the way. Creatures called trolls, who were trapped in a thing called YouTube.
Poor things.
Oh.
No, they were assholes. Virgins making reaction videos in their mother's basements, all talking about how shitty we are.
Oh.
No, babe.
This is the most NFT bro shit of all time. The insecurity immediately oozing out of the script. Holy shit. Not even a minute in and they're whining. Just instantly fucking whining. Thanks to resub Twisty and the bits of Bungie. So episode 2 is just the creators all in their feelings, like, oh, you guys you're trolls. You're in your mom's basement. That's so sad. Fuck. I see why no one talked about episode 2 in the crypto community. Jesus Christ, that makes them look like such pussies. They make fun of Saberspark in episode 2. So is this just like their YouTuber call-out episode? Red Ape's so strong. We don't care that you guys are mean.
What you experienced was a rip in the multiverse caused by the power of the golden NFT you stole.
What the fuck are you doing in our bed?
I get lonely at night, and I like to cuddle.
Good God.
You're grooming as shit. Hey, that's my kid, fat fuck. The name's Fat Fucking Ape. Who do you think you...
Oh my god, this is fucking awful. Episode 1 was bad, this is worse. At least episode 1 had, like, animation to it, kind of, I guess. I don't know, it's really hard to fish for, like, even a single compliment for it, but it wasn't this bad. Yucky. Yikes. Who is this for? I don't know, I guess just more insecure crypto bros. I really couldn't tell you. Like, even the comments just eat them alive. So I don't know who watches it for, like, entertainment. They even hide their own likes because I'm imagining the likes were so little compared to the view count that it also looked bad. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't see the point. Nah, the whole point was well, I don't know why I said I don't get the point. The point was to drum up hype for the NFTs, and they sell them on OpenSea. Spoilers, the final episode will be locked behind a crypto paywall, calling it now. There's not gonna be a final episode. NFTs died. All of the money they were hodling is lost now. I'm assuming a lot of those are just them on Puppet accounts to artificially drum up the price and the amount of members. How much is this in money? I mean, that's definitely not as much as they spent on creating it. So they haven't made their money back yet. It's not exactly the money printing NFT machine they were hoping for, I don't think. 55 Ethereum, which is about 7k total. I don't think this is... Like, I think these owners are the ones that actually bought the episode, and this is the amount of sales total, I think. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember how OpenSea works. Regardless, it's not exactly popping for them. And I can't imagine why when all they're doing is whining.
Do not fall into the trap of other universes. Other universes.
What the fuck is happening?
Our bloody neighbors.
Thanks to the resub. Fetal in a Syncti.
Chill out. I walked away from that life. I want nothing to do with NFTs. I make an honest living now.
Well, I am.
You fucking fool!
It's safe, trust me.
Come on, guys. Can I come on the heist next time?
If that
Yikes, man, this is fucking rough. This is a lot worse than episode 1. Episode 1 was like tolerably goofy bad. This is just fucking miserable. It's so slow and cringy. Cringy is a word that has completely lost all meaning, but my god, this is like the epitome of uncomfortable, absolute dog shit, like nearly unwatchable. Even if you like NFTs, even if you like the project, this is bad. They called Saberspark Saber Fart in this episode. That's kind of genius. I'm pretty sure they write the script based on like what they read. So like his pull-out game, I wish my pull-out game was better. Just something he read on Twitter sometime is some kind of insult. The old dick twist, just a reference to a video you can point to and be like, ah, the old dick twist, I know that one. So I'm sure they saw Saber fart somewhere and couldn't even think of that much. Well, of course, the reason they're insulting Saber Spark in this is because he insulted them. He made a whole video on the Red Ape family. I will say, though, this is better than whatever Seth Green was going to make. Have you guys seen the trailer for that shit? Oh my god. He wanted to make an NFT show, but then he ended up falling for a phishing scam and losing his NFTs, his sacred bored apes. So then he publicly started begging the guy who bought the stolen apes to give them back, and I think that he was able to repurchase them from the guy. It's so embarrassing.
I kind of want that rose. Don't take the rose, sweet.
I'm taking my break.
What?
Yeah, it's fucking awful. It's so bad. It's so bad. So I will say, the one compliment, well, I can give 2 compliments to Red Ape family. 1, it's better than whatever the fuck Seth Green was cooking up here. And 2, at least it has an ending. Like, at least the episode ends in 14 minutes. This was gonna be fucking miserable. Wait, so he made a video with his NFT, lost it, and then didn't have the rights to use that image in the video anymore? Yep. So, he was making an NFT show with his NFTs. Then his NFTs got stolen because he fell for a phishing link. And by the way, the phishing scam is the most batshit lunacy I've ever heard. He clicked on the phishing link and thought he was minting Dex Cats or something, Dax Cats, another NFT. He thought he was minting them, but was actually just getting robbed. And then publicly groveled at the feet of the guy who bought the stolen NFTs to let him buy them back, which he did. But I also don't think he would have had any trouble just making the show anyway without owning the NFTs. Because they're fucking NFTs. There are no rights. What a fool. Yep. Well, actually, what's he doing on Twitter right now? Last time we checked, he was only whining. What's going on Twitter today, Seth? Hey, more NFTs! He hasn't learned his lesson, my man. Yeah. You seen the Crazy Frog Twitter getting wacky? Yeah, there's Crazy Frog NFTs. And I saw them, like, mad at themselves for making NFTs or something. Like, the Crazy Frog Twitter had, like, a disagreement on NFTs. Like, amongst themselves. Not too long ago. The Mandela effect is real. That's referencing the Crazy Frog penis. Who up crazying they frog right now. Nice. That's pretty good. I'm going crazy mode. Run. It's pretty good. This seems like a good account. Crazy Frog's feeling himself a little bit. That's fine. I'd give this Twitter account like a B. Only because of the who up crazying they frog right now. I don't know what it is about those posts from like actual brands, but that shit is the goofiest thing to me.
You British bastards will feel the wrath of Hector, the rage monkey.
Good lord. Man, the action's pretty intense though.
Are you okay?
Disgusting. I thought that gadget is flawed.
I pay you 2 knuckleheads to do one job. Now look at you. Let's bounce. We have new orders.
Man, that was epic.
Finally, home.
Okay, yeah, there's probably nothing else worth seeing here. Good. It's so bad you want to keep watching, don't lie. It's not fun bad, though. Like I said, episode 1 is fun bad. This one's just more sad. Jesus Christ.
All cats stand by.
That was it?
Cannot underestimate the Red Ape family.
Alright, a little cameo. I thought it was gonna be like a written joke or something, but I guess they couldn't think of anything.
Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Show the Bitcoin.
Holy shit.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Oh my god. Get to the Musk one, quick!
Chucky.
Holy shitballs, you can talk?
Yes. The Bitcoins have set me free, Chucky. You have no idea what is happening, do you?
Not the slightest fucking clue.
All will be revealed, Chucky. Here, it will reveal your origin and show you your...
Why are you saying 1555?
Chosen one.
Why did you tell me to come to this? The baby is Elon Musk?
Idiots. They don't have...
Oh, I didn't even connect that. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't connect that at all. The Staples announcement for a new logo was more quality than this. True, but that logo slapped. That new Staples logo, whoo-wee! Shit went hard. Do you see the Bored Ape game comes out? No way. No way, is that actually coming out? Oh, wow. First Bored Ape NFT game cost $2,300 for 3 weeks of play. Oh my. Oh goodness. I don't know if that's accurate or not yet, since I clearly don't know anything about it, aside from the tech demos they used to show, which were absolutely laughable jokes. You have to pay hourly for access to the game or something. Bored Ape Yacht Club's next chapter, what you need to know about sewer passes, the skill-based mint, and more. The skill-based mint, huh?
A whole lot's happened in the swamp recently. Let's recap.
I'll do a quick recap for you. NFTs have never been less valuable. Recap's over. It crashed and burned.
We started down here. Competed for glory when we got over here. And a whole bunch of other really cool stuff took place in between then and now.
And it's all gone.
Leads us. It all started when Jimmy took a shit so atomic, he ripped a damn hole in the space-time continuum. Curtis was handed a mysterious box and a key from another universe, but instead of opening it, they partied. And now the
Is this where
key is
Justin Roiland
inconveniently
went
stuck
after the
inside
whole
Jimmy's
domestic
back
violence
door.
stuff?
His,
You write this?
chocolate pocket through the sewer. Starting January 17th, each ape and mutant can claim a sewer pass that grants access to the bowels of the Yacht Club for a skill-based
So
mint
cool.
called
Hype.
Dookie Dash that begins January 18th.
Like, how there has to be some level of shame when you're Bored Apes were very expensive. Now they're probably worth less than a pack of cigarettes, but at one point they were very expensive. How can there not be that level of embarrassment where, like, I spent thousands of dollars for my Dookie Dash? Like, you're telling your friends about, like, your investments, like, guys, you guys really need to get the sewer pass from the latest Bored Apes. It allows you for 5 Dookie Dashes in the skill-based mint through the Glorb hole. Like, that's wild to me. Like, you actually have to be fucking stupid and shameless to think this is a good idea. It just sounds embarrassing.
Per Bored Ape or Mutant Ape you own, and there are
Nice.
special tiers if you have a doggo to go with.
Oh, the doggo, of
What
course,
you've got,
naturally.
Your sewer pass may include a
Big
sweet
Doge.
bonus.
What about a
While apes
Chungus?
are the only ones who can claim a sewer. On January 18th, the sewer will open.
Woo!
The trans-dimensional
Can't wait to go in the sewer,
flooding
see the
sewer
Ninja
with
Turtles.
powerful fragments from another universe.
Wow.
You'll want to collect these fragments, and some are worth more points than others. Watch out for obstacles and survive as long as you can to rack up more points.
It's so beautiful. This is the game. This is not what I saw originally. They tried to do a Bored Apes MMO. I thought that's the game that was coming out. This is legitimately a Flash game from Addicting Games, pretty much. But this is one that you have to put a lot of money into. It's a fucking NFT game. And not only an NFT game, a Bored Ape one, which was the most expensive NFTs.
Pay attention. This next part is important.
You've got my undivided
Your
attention.
high score in the game is tied to the combination of your wallet and your sewer pass. If you give away your pass or it gets
Oh,
moved
no!
to another wallet, the score does not go with it.
Oh my god.
It's now after scores are validated, your sewer passes will be eligible for the most exciting part yet.
No more excitement. It's too much. Oh, ah!
The Great Dog Prophet has been studying
Gary!
the box that Curtis received. And thinks conditions are right to
How much
perform
money?
a summoning ritual that will bring incredible power sources from another dimension
Oh my God.
to our world.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
Gary will be watching you in the sewer. So keep those sewer passes close by. The reveal is just the
My god,
beginning.
those sewer
Your
passes are
power
worth more than
source will be
gold.
able to evolve through a sequence
diamonds.
of various ApeCoin-powered minigames. But before you go posting about it on Twitter, screenshot this
Nobody
graph
did.
so you have something to...
Just to illustrate the massive fall off on NFTs, this flew so far under the radar, none of the like crypto bro brainwashed NFT drone bots even bothered posting about it. I never heard about it, and I am glued to these kind of goofy NFT fumbles. And this video would have been something that would have been dunked on by like half of the people on YouTube, and no one even bothered talking about it. That is how far off, or how far they have fallen. Beautiful. Absolutely, they have really hit the shitter. They are deep in the sewer without a pass to get them out. Poetic. Sewer passes are being offered for sale for absurd amounts of money. The floor price for a sewer pass on OpenSea translates to nearly $3,100 in real money. The total volume of sewer pass sales on OpenSea at this moment stands at 13k ETH, which works out to nearly 21 mil. And some fucking goofball paid $9,700 for a tier 4 sewer pass. Those are still very high numbers. Still plenty of gullible idiots parting with some money. I imagine it's only whales left, though. Because this used to be nothing to Bored Apes. Bored Apes was a multi-billion-dollar business. So their big game here only doing 21 mil total. That's quite a colossal fall off. But it is higher than I would have thought, given how little people even discussed it. This is insane to me. Who are they buying to flex it to? I don't think they're doing it to flex anymore. They truly think they very much adopted that belief as, you know, buying the dip. All of the NFTs are in that big dip, and they are thinking that they're 10 steps ahead, that they're buying the dip and they're going to make a ton of money in the future. Though I just don't see a world where shit like NFTs, Bored Apes bounce back and the hysteria starts again. It's a fucking joke, and it's become synonymous with scams. So I just don't see that happening. But who knows? Maybe it does. And maybe all of the people that have a sewer pass and a Dookie Dash are going to be the prophets. The ones that saw the future and made out like bandits. We minted 2 sewer pass, and this is what we did.
Ladies and gentlemen, right of the
when does the game start?
Anyway, opinion of it was the pro wrecking long, pretty much floor.
Okay.
Back, yeah. After this, got linked for CE pass, obviously.
Cool. Amazing gameplay. Ah, here we go. A Dookie Dash high score run. You'll pay 2 ApeCoin for a Power Shart pack. If it was free, it would actually be like charmingly shit. But keep in mind, this is $3,100 for access to this game for 3 weeks, and then you're paying money on top of it for a Power Shart pack. They are actually laughing in your face. They are feeding you shit, literally, and you're paying for it. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I have no sympathy for all the people that have lost incalculable amounts of money on this. What a joke. Did he get the Power Shart? Nice, good Power Shart. This should be a good run then. Alright, we're in. Let's go, gamers. Woo! Move over, Elden Ring. There's a new sheriff on the block. Oh, yeah. Oh boy, we're going in. This is a 65,000 point Power Shart. Oh! And there goes $3,100. Cool. Let's go. Awesome. Looks like an old Cartoon Network website game. True, except those games slapped. Those games were good. I still remember the Dexter's Lab one where you do electric fences in order to like herd chickens. My favorite was the Ed, Edd n Eddy Cart Bash game. That one was good. I think another absolute banger was the Evil Con Carne one where it was battle islands. So you'd equip your island with a lot of weaponry to fight the other island. It was really fun. Alright, I gotta take a fat shit real quick. All of this Dookie Dash really got my bowels cooking. I'm gonna go drop a little sewer pass in there. I'll be right back. This guy has a smile like that old Momo creepypasta picture, and he has been blowing up online because he's become a public spittoon for people to just spit in. He's like a 5-foot basketball hoop that people just can't help but dunk on. His name is NFT Nick.
They said Filecoin wasn't a buy at $5. They said D-Gods would get a $20,000 airdrop from Wormhole. They said Daniel Allegre is a great CEO. They said Bodogos isn't the top NFT project. Keep down. Look at us now.
This was his first video that really blew up because it really tingles something deep inside the soul of every viewer that just makes them want to bully him because it looks like he really needs it. He's just like a knuckle sandwich magnet, but verbally. So everyone said their piece about him being a turbo cringe loser, and that was that. He then made it his entire identity to continue this persona. I truly believe NFT Nick is just playing a character. I think this is all just rage bait. It's not real. I'm pretty sure he's just engagement farming because that's become so prevalent on Twitter since you can monetize your hit tweets now if you get a lot of engagement. So I think NFT Nick is just leaning into this to continue to try and farm that engagement, and it is working.
Yo, cheers to all the Twitter haters who said I don't own my Miami house. I'll have you know I had the staff load up my jet so I could fly out here to my New York City penthouse pied-à-terre. Anyways, while you're click-clacking on Twitter from your mom's basement, I'll be sitting here sipping from my $5,000 bottle of champagne. Remember, choose rich.
I threw you into the deep end of the pool here of NFT Nick lore, but I thought it was important so you could see his more modern attitude here, where he's leaning into like the extraordinarily wealthy douchebag angle. He got community noted because the bottle of wine he showcased is not actually $5,000, it's less than $85. And his whole personality, I think, is just fake on purpose to manufacture outrage and try and capitalize off it and make money from it. Which I think is kind of pathetic, and I don't think it's worth it. Now, of course, I'm not Fuckface's PR guy, I'm not his dad, I can't tell him how to live his life, but I don't think it's worth just being constantly humiliated by every single human being on the planet, because it's well known that Twitter engagements don't pay that well. You get pennies. You get less than pennies. You get fucking handfuls of dirt for millions of impressions. I don't know how much he made from all of this blatant engagement farming, but I have to imagine it wasn't a ton. Like, I bet he probably would have been able to make more money being a real birthday party clown as opposed to a Twitter NFT clown. It just doesn't seem like you're going to be making enough money for this to ever be worth the constant shame of this being your legacy.
I chose rich every time.
There's nothing more hilarious than a guy sitting next to I chose rich every time from a clearly rented house. He claims to own it, but his suitcase is right in the corner. So I guess he's gonna struggle to explain that one, why he hasn't unpacked in his own house.
CoffeeZilla was wrong there. He did not struggle to come up with an excuse. He said it was from his staff packing his bags about ready to go on his private jet. So he has been very much leaning into this and thriving off of the controversy. And he's far from the only one doing this shit. It's become the norm on Twitter now to either spam porn advertisements for OnlyFans through like those ad posts that they're constantly doing. If you've seen these leaks, you're not going to heaven. Anyone seen this full video? Who's got this video? The internet was so much better before this OnlyFans leak happened. All of that garbage. It's that and then blatant rage bait farming. That's the main content you see on Twitter now, because all of it is geared towards just monetizing this shit. And engagements right now are the easiest one because you just post some incendiary remarks or just like really over the top statements and get people to dunk on you for it, to shit on you for it, and you make a little bit of money from that. And you just keep rinse and repeating that process. And I think that's the whole shtick behind NFT Nick. Make these posts, hope people keep insulting you so that way you can keep farming it. And I bet the happiest part of his day is when he gets notified that his post has been community noted, because then he gets follow-up content that has guaranteed eyes on it because everyone wants to see how you defend yourself when you get community noted. And then he just doubles down on it again and gets community noted further and lets that cycle just continue so he gets more and more impressions, which translates to more and more Twitter ad rev. That's my theory behind it. Though I guess it is entirely possible that he is genuinely just an insufferable asshole.
Yo, shout out to the Twitter people praying for my downfall while saying my champagne ain't real. Keep questioning my life while you cry into your TV dinner, and my chauffeur brings me to $3,000 high tea service at Baccarat. Choose rich.
This was his follow-up video to the previous one where he got community noted about the champagne. Community notes really came for his scalp there, triple fisting him, debunking like 3 of the things he said here. But again, all of it, I'm pretty sure he does on purpose. So first they point out that they never said the champagne was fake. Then they also point out that what he said about Baccarat is incorrect. And then they also mentioned that you can see the reflection of an Uber driver in his glasses. So he's not being chauffeured around or anything like that. And this was his response to that community note. The community note haters are in disbelief. I own a fleet of Ubers, but the poors wouldn't understand that concept. Felipe is my personal driver. Choose rich. So he adopted the choose rich as his slogan now, which is a pretty cool slogan up there with the Lucky Charms one. They're magically delicious. But I think this post makes it painfully obvious that this is all satirical. It's so over the top, so outrageous, it can be nothing other than on purpose. Like, this isn't someone that's genuinely trying to convince people of their wealth or anything like that. This isn't their real attitude. It's all just a character they're playing. And I think the motive is obviously rage baiting for engagement, because he's being as abrasive as possible. He's being a huge douchebag, and everyone feels compelled to make fun of someone like that. And he makes a little bit of money when they do. So I think that's his whole hustle here. But again, I can openly admit that I could be totally wrong. He could actually just be an insufferable, delusional asshole. I don't know. But one thing I know for certain is he doesn't own a fleet of Ubers, because that would be fucking nonsensical. And also, he does not have a driver named Felipe. Now, it's entirely possible that Nick has a friend named Felipe who comes over for sleepovers occasionally, and they both giggle and touch each other's G-spot whenever they see the word blockchain mentioned in headlines. That could be real. Felipe could actually exist in Nick's life, but he is not his driver. That much is certain.
Good morning, haters. Yo, so y'all trying to say that my chauffeur is an Uber driver? Y'all keep hating while I kick off my week screening Scarface from my private movie theater in my New York City pied-à-terre. Remember, choose rich.
Nick's face makes him look like he's constantly on the verge of sneezing. It looks like he's just perpetually stuck looking at the sun and like scrunching his whole face in agony. But anyway, I figured I'd at least share his response to the Uber driver allegations. And for some reason, this video in particular, I can't get to load beyond this quality, so it looks like absolute dog shit. It looks like a YouTube video out of 2008. It's highly pixelated, and there's nothing I can do to change that, so I'm sorry about that, but I wanted to at least give you the complete Nick rundown here with that video response. Again, I'm almost 100% certain this is all just engagement farming, and, well, yeah, that's really about it. See ya. Last night I had an urge that I was fighting off a demon for which I was battling internally, and I swore to myself I wouldn't make a video covering this topic. I looked at myself in the mirror, I said, Charles, look at you. Strikingly handsome, 5'6". You could suck a titty standing up. You don't need to talk about this. It's beneath you. Don't do it, Charlie. Unfortunately, I'm failing myself. I can't stop myself. It's like SpongeBob when he has the water and he's drying out. He's like, I don't need it. I don't need it. I need it. That's me right now with this topic. It's too goofy to not talk about. But the reason I was going to avoid it is because I do actually feel bad for the victims in this case, because it's not their fault per se. And I've already made so many videos making fun of NFTs and NFT bros, the entire community. There's no reason to just come in and fucking slam and jam fucking windmill dunking on NFT bros again. But goodness gracious, heavens to Betsy, I can't help it when you do stuff like this. Yesterday, there was a Bored Ape Yacht Club convention, Ape Fest, where it's just supposed to celebrate your bad investments because NFTs are down like 99% value, it's collapsing, they're going extinct faster than silly bands and fidget spinners. NFTs are eating more shit than pinworms right now, and yet they still had the gall, the chutzpah, to throw an event to try and convince people that it wasn't all worthless, that there's still value here. And not only were the attendees experiencing financial ruin from buying Bored Apes because they got fucking brainwashed into it, they then experienced eyesight ruin because the event coordinators didn't take any precautions with their lighting and ended up causing photokeratitis, which is basically UV burns to the patrons' eyes. So a lot of people that went there to party at the Ape Fest experienced temporary blindness, eye damage out the wazoo. Tons and tons of people were reportedly going to like the ER are experiencing all kinds of discomfort in their eyes because the lighting they used were UV lights, unprotected UV lights that they were just blasting into the eyeballs of everyone who went to the fucking event. There were so many tweets like this from concerned attendees wondering if what they were experiencing was an isolated incident or if there were a lot of other people that had this problem. So there were tweets like this popping up everywhere. I woke up at 4 and I couldn't see anymore, had so much pain and my whole skin is burned, needed to go to the hospital. The doctor told me the UV of the lightning of the stage, I believe they meant lighting, though I can't hold this against them since I can't fucking see their phone anymore because Ape Fest damaged their eyes. It has the same effect as sunlight, still cannot see normally. So a lot of people were reportedly going to see doctors about this because they were experiencing blindness. Naturally, of course, this led to a lot of people on Twitter making the same joke about NFT holders being blind anyway, so this is nothing new, but this is a very alarming situation for anyone that went, because they went there and then it was hosted by a goddamn supervillain, I guess, that was just attacking everybody's eyesight, perhaps permanently damaging it in some cases, all because they went with UV lighting that they were burning everyone's eyeballs with. This became such a huge deal that Bored Ape Yacht Club themselves had to make a statement. Apes, we are aware of the eye-related issues that affected some of the attendees of Ape Fest and have been proactively reaching out to individuals since yesterday to try and find the potential root causes. Hey, look, I'll tell you what the root cause is. You did terrible job with your lighting engineers, if you even had any on staff in the first place. Knowing NFT projects, I guarantee they didn't even bother having a real lighting professional there. They just found someone nearby that was local that said he's got some lights that he can go string up there or some shit, and they're like, run it, fuck yeah, it'll save us some money. Based on our estimates, we believe that much less than 1% of those attending and working the event had these symptoms. I'm going to go ahead and call dirty barnacles on that. That's a load of fish paste. I'm going to show you some pictures from the event. There are not many people there in the first place. I feel like 100% of the attendees were the ones posting on Twitter about their eye-related issues that were caused from this. There are not many people there to begin with, and there are a lot of reports of individuals that had eye problems from it. While nearly everyone has indicated their symptoms have improved, we encourage anybody who feels them to seek medical attention just in case. And then there's a community note. During Ape Fest, attendees suffered from unprotected exposure to UV lights, leading to skin and eye injuries such as sunburn, eye pain, and temporary blindness. So here's one shot showcasing the dance floor area of the event, and it looks more empty than the dance floor at my fucking high school homecoming, and I went to a high school that only had 150 students in it. That shit looks more empty than a local dive bar hosting a Screamo-only karaoke night. So, it's not exactly the most packed event, but for the sake of fairness, that first clip was at the beginning of the evening, I believe, and towards the end of the evening is when more people started to filter in. And it gets a little more populated, sure, but it's still not exactly like this fucking sea of meat here with like thousands upon thousands of people, but it is a moderately filled event for the most part, but still nothing crazy. This is the clip that most people were clowning on. One of the most pathetic mosh pits you'll ever see. This is some Weenie Hut Jr. moshing here. I personally don't find it to be that embarrassing or cringe. They're clearly having a good time. You can see that one gentleman in the red shirt just came in wearing his sunglasses at night, which usually a lot of people would make fun of, like, that's not exactly a cool thing to do. But that guy ended up being the smartest one at the event because those sunglasses no doubt saved his eyes from the UV light warfare that Bored Ape Yacht Club waged on their community. So, big W for that gentleman, but overall, big L per usual for NFTs. A very common L. Though this one is a very special one. I would have never predicted something like this happening. This has only ever happened once before, from what I can tell. It's not exactly a common occurrence where someone just puts up UV lighting and starts fucking blinding the audience. Like, that's not exactly a mistake a lot of people make. But man, that is just so par for the course for NFTs, because NFTs and the NFT community always finds the most creative ways of hurting themselves and then convincing themselves that it's not their fault, or that it's actually not that big of a deal, or even a good thing. I may have lost $100,000 minting the Glorbus Sphincter token, but actually, the experience I gained along the way has enabled me to be a better crypto trader, which is why I just put another $100,000 into Butt token. And it's like, oh, okay, whatever, brother. Like, okay. Like, they can't even throw an event without some kind of catastrophic disaster unfolding. This whole thing was meant to try and convince people that Bored Apes aren't dead, I imagine, to prevent buyer's remorse. Like, look, there's still dozens of us holding on. It's only up right now. Buy the dip. And then all of a sudden you're leaving with permanent eye damage. And you know what's wild? I bet the people that have been harmed from this, the people that are experiencing temporary blindness or eye damage from it, have already forgiven Bored Ape Yacht Club for it. Like, they're probably already over it. They're like, you know what? Hey, it happens. Oh, whatever. I'm not mad about it. I've still got my Bored Ape, and that's all I need. I may have sold the house for it, and you know what? I'm still convinced it was a good investment. And yes, my eyesight may be fucked now, and I'm spending a lot of money on medical bills to try and fix it. But all of that is small potatoes once the NFT market bounces back and my ape is worth 10x what I put into it. To the moon! Here it comes! I've never seen a community so delusional when it comes to things like this, so I really am convinced that the people that were harmed here aren't going to be holding the Bored Ape Yacht Club organizers accountable, even though they absolutely should. This is absolutely grounds for a lawsuit. This is entirely their fault. They ran a dangerous event that harmed a lot of people. They should be held responsible. They should face real severe punishment for this. But I'm not convinced they will, because I don't think the community will go after them for it, which they absolutely should, and have every right to. But hopefully I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. I hope everyone that was affected here, all the victims of this terribly ran event, do pursue legal action against the Bored Ape Yacht Club for this. It is, again, a big deal. You got injured attending this event from no fault of your own. The organizers used unsafe lighting that literally fucking burned your eyes. Like, the long-term effects of that could be huge. We don't know. You suffered a UV burn to your eyes. You should be going after the Bored Ape Yacht Club for what they've done here. I understand how much you love your NFTs, but you need to understand that your health is more important than that. Plus, this is a good opportunity for a potential payday from the Bored Ape Yacht Club team. Like, what the fuck? So hopefully they do face repercussions for running the event the way they did here with this lighting. Hopefully all the victims make a full recovery and there's no long-lasting permanent effects because, again, it's not their fault. They did nothing wrong. They went there to try and have a good time and party and forget about a bad investment they made. And then they ended up walking away with actual injuries and damage from it. So I do wish them the best. And you know what? I also hope for some reason they're able to sell their apes and make some money back on it because, man, they need a W. So overall, a crazy situation. That's about it. See ya. I know a lot of people have made a hobby out of celebrating crypto bros taking L's, and this week they were eating good. Their bellies were stuffed because the largest L in cryptocurrency history, perhaps, just happened this week. FTX, the second largest cryptocurrency exchange, just went tits up and collapsed almost overnight, wiping out billions upon billions, which of course has financially ruined tons of normal people who never really understood anything about this shit in the first place and just were told how safe and smart it was to be in it. So they treat it like some kind of magical entity where, like the Tooth Fairy, they'll put money under their pillow and the FTX Fairy comes through and leaves a little extra under that pillow for them. But this time the Tooth Fairy came through and just burglarized them, and now that money has just been flushed down a toilet. Actually, it's even worse than that. It hasn't even been flushed down a toilet. It just vanished as if it never even existed in the first place. Now, a lot of people are looking back on this now with post-nut clarity, wondering how they could have ever ignored all the red flags about FTX, and more specifically, the man behind FTX, Sam. He went into an interview once and openly celebrated that it's a Ponzi scheme.
Like, you're just like, well, I'm in the Ponzi business, and it's pretty good.
And even after this, and him being very openly describing a Ponzi scheme, people continued to put tons and tons of money into FTX. And now, that's all just been vaporized. This seems to happen a lot in the crypto community. I think a lot of people are under the impression that everyone that has money is a genius, so they'll write this off as just Sam being quirky or something, until it all ends up with them losing all of their money. You know, I just feel like it may be a level of brainwashing, maybe a level of copium where they've already put money into this, so they just have to like fight tooth and nail for it and ignore blatant red flags, and just keep convincing themselves that this is eventually going to make them money, because they believe in the dream. And then most of the time it doesn't. This is like the 5th collapse of a massive crypto-based project in the last like 6 months. Oh, while we're already here, I kind of want to see Atrioc pick up the FTX saga post-collapse.
All right, I'm going to try and explain what's been going on with FTX, which is the largest crash in crypto history and probably the end of crypto. I'm going to try to do it as fast as I can. So here's this guy, Sam.
I will say, off rip, I know he's exaggerating. Unfortunately, it won't be the end of crypto, but god damn it, is it a wonderful fucking dumpster fire in and of itself.
Sam Bankman-Fried. He's like 30 years old, and he's been described as a wonder kid. He was put on the cover of Forbes as the next Warren Buffett, an investment god. He's also described as the most generous billionaire.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I showed you.
Next to me is the most generous billionaire in the world.
Hi, my name is Sam, and this is my story.
Sam has crazy hair. Sam
It is crazy hair.
in the Bahamas with Sam is 29 years old only, but Sam has $22 billion.
Or so he did. Because as of today, he is worth exactly 0 and facing jail time. So let's get...
Damn, I read that he had $22, but maybe they were just being nice. Yeah, I wasn't exaggerating. His net worth is legitimately non-existent right now. It's just wiped out. Also in the video, I don't know if Atriac's going to play much more of it. Big A probably won't let this one ride because it's a really stinky video. But when they're interviewing Sam, they ask him how he gets started. And I shit you not, he made it sound super easy that anyone could do it. He said, oh, well, you start with $10 million, and I noticed that Bitcoin was at $10,000 on a US exchange, but $11,000 on a Japan exchange. So I put my $10 million into Bitcoin at 10K, and then sold it for a 1K profit on the Japan exchange. And I did this every weekday, making $1 million a day. It's that easy. You just got to start with $10 million, and you too can be the next Sam. Literally, step 1, start rich. Like, that is almost every billionaire's story.
It's a safe and easy way to get into crypto.
God.
I don't think so. And I'm never wrong about this stuff.
And he never was. Don't be like Larry. Don't miss out on crypto, on NFTs, on the next big thing.
God, that feels so good. Oh my lord. I don't remember that commercial like that, but that is beautiful. Larry was not wrong. That is correct. Man called it. Maybe we all need to be a little bit more like Larry.
Safe. They know that crypto is becoming this big thing, but they don't really understand it. They're afraid of being called out of touch.
That's one other thing that I've talked about a lot, but I can never understate the importance of it. I think the way these exchanges, as well as just like general NFTs and crypto, the way they present themselves and market themselves is so evil. They're very clearly targeting either older people or people with legitimate FOMO, fear of missing out. They're always saying it's safe, you're going to make money, like there's really no risk involved, it's easy to start up, it's quick. Like, you are stupid if you're not putting your money in crypto because it's so guaranteed. And it's fucking wild how effective that is. Now, of course, I did the same thing. Yeah, 100%. Like, when this shit was hitting hard, and it really wasn't crypto, it was GameStop stock, because I had such a bad time. Like, I was so upset that I missed out on GameStop stock because I got told about it really early. I was like, nah, it's fucking stupid. So then GameStop happened, and then immediately the crypto boom happened after I'd already been in crypto for like 3 years prior, but just never got serious about it. Then I had such bad FOMO, I was like, fuck it, I'm going all in on like every crypto, and lost everything in crypto, in every department of crypto. Well, I guess I haven't lost it because I still have all of it, but it's all worthless now. It's completely worthless. Half of them are rug pulls anyway. But like, the marketing targets people with my mental illness, where it's like, oh, you mean like, like it's guaranteed? Like a cheat code? Oh, like it's safe too? Oh shit, okay, then I'm in.
And just saying that it seems like a scam. So they start investing big money, but they want a safe option. And FTX, an exchange, almost like a bank, feels like a safe option. Here is an example. This is on Sequoia Capital, one of the most
nice
respected
Enron
and
hat
biggest
too. That's a nice
investment
touch.
firms in Silicon Valley. This is on their website. You can buy Bitcoin. You can send money in whatever currency to any friend anywhere in the world. You can buy a banana.
Huge.
Suddenly, the chat window on Sequoia's side of the Zoom lights up with partners freaking out. I love this founder, said one partner. I'm a 10 out of 10. Yes! Exclaimed a third.
What is
That's
that?
dumb enough. But then we find out.
I am a 10 out of 10. Is that flirting? Like, I don't even understand what that means. Like, a 10 out of 10 on the excitement scale? What the fuck is that even in reference to? You can buy a banana. I'm a 10 out of 10! Holy shit!
From all the money coming in to pay you. And the only way this really will go bad is
if they
you know,
ran out
there's
of
like
money.
A major market downturn and everything. Okay?
Yeah.
That's how a regular bank works.
Yeah, the way this goes bad is if the exact way FTX went bad. Hey, I want to withdraw my money. You can't. We can't cover that. You can't. We don't have the funds to cover your withdrawal.
you know, there's definitely some risk here, but in general, it's okay, especially because in a real bank, all of your money is guaranteed up to $250,000. It's called the FDIC insurance. It doesn't matter if the bank goes out of business. The government will make you whole. Crypto has nothing like that. Understand that, like, there's a variety of things that can be in this basket here. So imagine if instead of buying a house,
you're buying Yu-Gi-Oh
real
cards
estate, or things that generally are stable and appreciate in value, what if they bought a holographic Charizard?
Whoa, Bro, Big A and I are in the same fucking headspace here. Oh my god, we're mind melding. What the fuck? This is not pre-watched. Literally not pre-watched. My god.
Let's you say you give him $300,000.
No, I swear to god it's not pre-watched. He uploaded this during my stream.
All right.
No, I swear, I promise. I'm not a fraud. I'm no SBF. I've been streaming for an hour 30. He uploaded this 49 minutes ago. The math vindicates me. It proves I'm innocent.
So they have your money. They have more than what you've given them, but they don't have it liquid. So
not
in order
real
to give you
money
your money
yet.
back, if you're asking for it, they would have to sell the Charizard, collect their money, keep a little bit of profit, and give you your money back. Sell all of these Charizards at once without tanking the value of Charizards. Suddenly a Charizard
God,
is
rest
very
in peace,
cheap because they're
Charizard.
selling so many at once. Now imagine if instead of a Charizard, it was a dog shit crypto token. That
So
doesn't
good.
even have any basic value to begin with. What if
So this ties back into the CoffeeZilla video, in case anyone was confused when we were going over that. They put it, apparently, it came out in the research, they were putting everyone's money into shit coins. So I believe they had like Solana in there. They had their own like native one, the FTT token. Fuck, what were the others? Shit. There was a couple more. Literally just taking this money and putting it into shitcoins. So when people had this bank run, they couldn't pay them back because they couldn't sell those coins or anything. They couldn't actually give money back. So that's how all of it just started to crumble and collapse. Ooh, little jump scare here. Wanted to further explain this just a little bit in case anyone's still a little confused. So when you were putting money into FTX, FTX was then taking your money and putting it into shitcoins like the FTT token. And when people started to all try and sell, withdraw, take their money out, they couldn't sell off all of the shitcoins because they didn't actually have that money you put in anymore since it was now locked up into those other shitcoins. It wasn't liquid, so they couldn't pay it back, which of course leads to the eventual collapse. And actually, eventual is not even the right word. The sudden collapse of FTX as a whole. Honestly, the way that my brain keeps processing this whole thing is that it feels like you fell for a RuneScape scam. Like it's 2006, you were hanging out in Varrock and a guy said, "I'm doubling your money." So you give him like 100k GP and he just runs away with it. And you just never get it back. That's the way I'm looking at this whole thing now. Now, of course, I never had money in FTX. I always found it to be a little shady. So I never put anything into that. So I haven't lost anything here. I, of course, feel bad for the people that have. But man, looking at this in hindsight from an outside perspective, it really feels like people just got fucking blasted by a RuneScape scam.
who had something to say about Sam Bankman-Fried?
Big advocate for Sam because he has two parents that are compliance lawyers. If there's ever a place I could be that I'm not going to get in trouble, it's going to be at FTX. So,
you know what they're doing right here is.
Hey, this is Mr. Wonderful, the guy that said people living in poverty is great because it gives them something to work towards or whatever. Fuck, I'm misquoting him. It was even worse than that. God damn it, what did he say? Oh yeah, Kevin O'Leary says 3.5 billion people living in poverty is great news.
This, according to
Fantastic
Oxfam,
news.
of the world's 85 richest people is equal to the 3.5 billion poorest people.
It's fantastic. And this is a great thing because it inspires everybody, gets the motivation to look up to the 1% and say, I want to become one of those people. I'm going to fight hard to get up to the top. This is fantastic news, and of course I applaud it.
I applaud the 3.5 billion people living in poverty. Wonderful news. Now you're all motivated, idiots. So if you're not a billionaire like Kevin, it's your own fault.
Alameda Research, which is the other company that he owns, was making all of these terrible, terrible bets on crypto, with their CEO being a 28-year-old Harry Potter fan who also dated Sam Bankman-Fried. And I've seen interviews with her where it clearly shows she has no fucking idea what she's talking about when it comes to investment.
Whatever weird, like, meta food things, I don't know.
Meta foods?
Yeah, I feel like I did manage to get...
Starts taking money out of customer deposits at FTX and secretly funding Alameda Research illegally. This is illegal. That is where this becomes an Enron moment.
Interesting,
This is where
okay.
It becomes like a...
This is what's called a pro-gamer move. Sam taking money out of FTX to fund Alameda Research is illegal and very big dicked. So big dick, in fact, that it might just land him an actual prison sentence. You're not allowed to. It's illegal. And it's not shocking to hear that this was going on, given how blatant Sam was about, like, Ponzi scheme and all of that. But man, is it wild to actually see it confirmed and come out.
That almost all of the money on their books, it's just FTT token. They had a bunch of FTT token that they said was worth.
That's
the
great,
exact
though.
amount of everyone's
You gotta
deposit.
love
And so
FTT,
people
though.
realize, wait a minute, if
better
we
than
ask
money.
for our money back, you can't sell these to get enough value to make all our money back. Like, our money no longer exists in this vault. It's just a bunch of this fucking token. Which is this guy.
CZ.
Basically says, I own a good amount of FTT token, and I'm going to dump it all. And that's going to make the price of this crash because it already is a shaky investment. It's not really worth what you say it is.
To further expand on that a little bit, CZ went on Twitter slinging meat and said, So after this leak happened, he said, I have a ton of that and I'm going to dump it. And then he even made sure to say, it's not because FTX competes with Binance, our company, the #1 exchange. I'm doing it just because I want to be in the free market and this is a little off-putting. So he makes this very public statement, which of course sends everyone that has FTT token or anything related to FTX into a frenzy like, holy shit, CZ is about to crash this whole empire. So then everyone in the community, of course, starts to get scared because CZ's walking in like the Undertaker and about to hit the entire FTX with a steel chair at WrestleMania. So he comes in, threatening to flip over the table because now it's been revealed the cat's out of the bag. FTX takes your money and makes worthless nothing burgers out of it in the form of FTT tokens. So when CZ comes in with a fat load, there's no way that they're going to be able to sell those FTT tokens at that price to give that money back. And everyone else that's now asking for the withdrawals and wanting their money back before the worst comes to pass, they can't fulfill it because all they have is these FTT tokens now. They don't have the liquid assets to be able to give those people what they're asking for anymore.
And so Binance originally offers...
I do think, like, extending this further beyond FTX, I really feel like this is like something that could happen to any crypto exchange. Maybe not Binance. I think Binance is at a point where they're too big to fail. I don't think they're like insolvent or anything. I don't think they could be hit by something like this, but I feel like every fucking other crypto exchange can. You never know. Hey, again, you never know. I did say that behavior from CZ, while being a Giga Chad move, has historically been like a dagger in the future. Do Kwon said something similar, did something similar on Twitter days before Terra Luna died, in very similar and tragic fashion. So it could. It absolutely could.
Nobody can get their money out, including this fucking man, Tom Brady, who's probably going to have to play football until he's fucking 59 now.
Oh, no.
Like TSM.
No.
Like the Miami Heat, all of which accepted major FTX sponsorship deals that lasted 10 plus years, are all not getting paid. TSM is built almost entirely on this FTX money, which is not getting paid. Well, all of the audits for FTX were performed by the first ever CPA firm in the metaverse. This is the firm that Wall Street relied upon to do accurate accounting on fucking FTX.
Well, let's hold on. Let's talk about the first ever CPA in the metaverse. Is there any point ever so far where the metaverse hasn't copped a huge L? I wouldn't even think metaverse would be implicated here, and yet it still somehow finds a way to be front and center at another major fuck up. That is so beautiful. That is the gift that just keeps on giving. Oh my god, what a joke. And there are still people that firmly swear by the viability of the metaverse. Everything that it even remotely comes in contact with is ruined and trash. That's so wonderful.
And I said Pepe laugh because guess what?
Oh.
As of today, a few hours ago, it shows
Whoa.
that Binance's reserves are almost half of its holdings in its own token.
No.
It's the same problem. So crypto as a whole, basically every exchange,
Binance.
but maybe buying Bitcoin on Coinbase, is fucking fraudulent.
Rough.
It's all fraudulent all the way down. It's all a massive Ponzi scheme. FTX official and FTX.
Oh, yeah, this is the hack I was
wallets have
talking
been
about.
hacked, with over $600 million leaving the exchange late Friday. It's convenient, hacked. I'm sure this is probably a last-minute looting by people that had access in the Bahamas to whatever was left of this fucking absolute Ponzi scheme.
Yep, the Miami Heat arena is named FTX. We said it on stream yesterday. They're going to need a new title sponsor for the arena. We won't pay anything for it, but if they just need to slap a name on the Miami arena in the meantime while FTX dies and burns, they can call it the Moist Miami Arena. Like, we're down. We'll be the title sponsor for fun. I don't know if that really helps them in any way, but we're super open to it until they can find someone that will pay the millions upon millions that FTX was paying or promising to pay. In fact, we'll probably... You know what? If we paid them $100, that's probably more than FTX will ever be able to pay them, since they're worth $0 now. So if anyone works at the Miami arena, reach out to our guys. We'll make it happen. That was a great video from Aatrox. Aatrox. From Atrioc there. That was beautiful. I would say even if you have your own Bitcoin on your own wallet, be very afraid. You don't know what the fuck's going to happen with that anymore. This shit is so crazy. What's Bitcoin worth right now? Along with the rest of the world, TSM has been closely following the situation surrounding FTX. We have no insight into the matter other than what has been reported publicly. We are currently consulting legal counsel to determine the best next steps to protect our team, staff, fans, and players. To be clear, TSM is built on a solid foundation. We are stable and profitable, and we continue to forecast profitability for this year, next year, and beyond. We look forward to a great year in 2023. They made it... Okay, so last year they claimed they finally had profit. Okay. And it was a $210 million deal, not $260. I'll just take their word for it. I have no reason to doubt it. I have been following the Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX collapse closer than I've followed anything else in my entire life. I've been tuning in actively to every single thing that Sam Bankman-Fried's been doing. I've been like the NSA on his ass, just watching every Q&A, every painful, uncomfortable interview he does. I was there watching like a hawk. Every time his silly little mouth uttered the words, I don't know, I couldn't know, I don't remember, I don't recall, I'm not sure. I was there, with fucking blood pouring out of my ears, having to listen to his grating little helium-infused fucking voice try to weasel his way out of every question tossed his way. I was there watching. I spent more time studying Sam Bankman-Fried than I did studying for my SATs. And now, we are finally reaching the climax to this entire ordeal. Sam Bankman-Fried has officially been arrested. It is such a breath of fresh air. Like, I was actually shocked that he got arrested, because over the last couple weeks, I really started to believe he was going to get away with it. With the way journalists write about him, like he's some kind of angel, and to the fact that there was no, like, open investigation that I was hearing about, like, often, I just thought he was just going to get away from all of this. He was booking interviews up until, like, yesterday when he was arrested. He still had, like, interviews booked with major outlets. Like, I just thought, you know what, game over. The bad guy wins. You know, there is no justice. But then, out of nowhere, like a deus ex machina, he gets arrested. And it turns out they've been investigating him, and this is going to be a very big case. So, a great, great plot twist here that I'm super happy to see. So let's go over the situation here. I went over it on stream, so I'll just play you the clips from that. So SBF did finally get arrested in the Bahamas. It is amazing news. And somehow, even in all of that, this headline still finds a way to suck his dick a bit. How effective altruism let Sam Bankman-Fried and the FTX collapse happen. They're still calling this fucking fraud altruistic. It is despicable. Absolutely despicable. Even still, right now. Crazy. It's just crazy. But yeah, he got arrested in the Bahamas. And with any luck, he will be facing some very extreme charges. I don't see how he wiggles his way out of it. It really feels like this will finally be some justice served I'm going to imagine at this point Sam Bankman-Fried is really regretting all of those interviews he's been doing. I bet he is really kicking sand like, damn, maybe I should have stopped doing Twitter Q&As where I just actually admit to crimes. Who could have expected this result? Why didn't he just lie low? Bro, I have no idea why he didn't just lie low. He was just so addicted to the meat swallowing. Like in the crypto space, when you have a crypto project it doesn't even have to be successful. You have your cock handled by crypto bros 24/7. They fight for you on Twitter. They run all of your marketing for you for free. And I'm just assuming he was used to that kind of attention. He wanted to continue to be looked at like this god that the crypto community treated him like. I do wonder, and I didn't read this in the other article I read about it. Granted, it wasn't this article. I do wonder if they're going to go after his girlfriend, the 28-year-old Harry Potter fan. What did she do to get labeled as a Harry Potter fan? I don't know. So when they were still writing all those fluff pieces after everything came collapsing, or actually it might have been before, I don't remember the timeline now. They're writing articles about her, calling her like, look at this 28-year-old Harry Potter fan who's managing billions here. Wow, that's absolutely incredible. And then she'd be doing these interviews where she just doesn't know what she's talking about. So now that's become her legacy. She's the 28-year-old Harry Potter fan. Very quirky. Does Atrioc talk about it? Here, let me watch Big A's new video on it. I bet Atrioc is celebrating so fucking hard. He has been doing such a great job with this story from the very beginning. I bet Atrioc's wiggling his finger right now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that looks
there's
about
only
right.
two things for stealing and defrauding millions of customers.
So I'm going to say I didn't think we'd get here. I was losing so much faith in an actual set of consequences for Sam Bankman-Fried. I am absolutely shocked. I really didn't think we'd be able to get him. It didn't seem like they even cared. This man was still booking interviews with the biggest outlets imaginable. And they were still writing pieces about him being like a hero who had some unavoidable catastrophe happen unjustly. I just didn't think it happened. I really didn't. I was losing faith, but then we brought it back, baby. And now we have a potential good conclusion to this anime arc for Sam Bankman-Fried. And that FTX hat that Big A's wearing is fire. That's looking good here.
But a person close to the matter has revealed, according to this New York Times article, that the charges include wire fraud conspiracy, securities fraud conspiracy, and money laundering. He got hit with the quintuple whammy. And the thing is,
sir,
I've
the
read
five
a lot
fingers.
of articles like this
That's
one
big.
for the past month now, especially because he's been on a notorious PR tour for the past month, going around to every media outlet that'll have him and saying, oops, I fucked up. And in every one of these interviews, anytime someone asks him a hard question, you have to promise to never ever say you fucked up again. I told them to go fuck themselves.
What a hero.
Well, you might want to
What a
listen to him,
saint.
Sam, because it is looking extremely likely that a lot of that's going to come back to haunt you.
The thing is, like, I said this when we were talking about the CoffeeZilla interview. His defense has been, this entire time, I'm just an idiot. I'm so stupid, man. I'm so sorry for all of these mistakes. I'm just dumb. I'm just this absolute brain-dead troglodyte, and, I'm just a dummy. And that was his whole defense. Like, you can't arrest me. I'm stupid. That's been the entire time. And it's been working. It's actually been fucking working. But yeah, I have to imagine his lawyers have not been happy with the way he's been conducting himself in terms of defense. And the open admittance to fraud with CoffeeZilla. That certainly didn't help. I do think CoffeeZilla's interview will actually be cited in court. It has to be usable, right? That's not... that wouldn't be something that they could keep out. I feel like that'd be a good piece of evidence.
Over and over again, there is an innocent explanation. I'm a goof. I'm a big, dumb goof.
Yeah.
I'm a big, curly-haired, League of Legends loving goof. And I didn't know. that you couldn't take customer funds and punt it on crypto and lie about it. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could replace all the deposits with a made-up FTT token. In fact,
what do you mean I can't just take all the customers' assets and buy worthless shitcoins with it? What? That's terms of service. Our terms of service? You mean I violated those? I have to play by those rules? No, that's No, oh my god, how silly could I be? This is how embarrassing. I'm so sorry. This is just a really, really, absolutely embarrassing moment for me.
Issue a brand new FTT token and distribute that.
What?
That's a productive plan. No, that is not the
What
solution.
the fuck?
Sam, that was the problem. That's why you're here to begin with. I made a lot of mistakes.
Who wrote that? This is like, that is just the actual biggest Twitter crypto moment I've seen in a minute. Give the worst possible idea, and then some people for some reason agree with it. Hey, yeah, just fire on the old money printer. Why doesn't Sam Bankman-Fried just print more dollars to make everyone whole again? Fuck, it's that easy.
Again, already
We knew that,
should be
yeah.
illegal. Second, Alameda used client funds to engage in margin trading.
We knew that.
Extremely risky
Now it's proven
debt-fueled
nice.
trading. So taking your money that you deposited in a bank to be held safely and then punting it on incredibly risky crypto bets without your knowledge or consent. Again, illegal. And
This is really cool, because this is exactly what CoffeeZilla called him out on to his face. Directly to him, where SBF kind of had his armor dented and just, like, admitted it. Like, straight admitted it to CoffeeZilla. Those, like, 2 points in particular. And now we have the Enron guy, assuming this is his real statement, I imagine it is. We have the Enron guy echoing that, which is wonderful. They also forgot a charge for sucking ass at League. Well, we haven't finished all the charges yet. They're not all unveiled. So that could still be tacked on there for being hard stuck bronze 3. Check CoffeeZilla's community tab. Oh, did he post something in the community tab? It's gotta be him, like, taking a shot or something, like maybe just pumping his fist saying, "I told you so." Or like, "I did it." He should absolutely be taking some credit. Oh, no, he's just hyping up the video for tomorrow. Fuck yeah, nice. I thought this was gonna be a picture of him just maybe doing a little TikTok dance or something to celebrate. Do I think he'll see any jail time? Yes. I was skeptic. I started to lose faith that he'd actually be arrested, but now that he is, those charges are huge. I just don't know how he could possibly weasel his way out. If he had just shut the fuck up, like if after all of this happened, if he had just gone dark, off grid, you know, have his mommy and daddy buy him a farm somewhere in the middle of fucking nowhere, no electricity, live like an Amish person for a while, I think he may have been able to squeak his way out. I think maybe. But he has been so open with this shit for the last month and a half. I can't imagine a world where he could, you know, squeak a little stinker out of there and not face jail time. He was too addicted to clout. He's gonna call Saul. Yeah, I mean, anyone shy of Saul he's fucked. His parent, yeah, chat's right, his parents are compliance lawyers, but I don't think that means they can somehow save their son here. Like, that's kind of useless at this stage of the game. I don't see how them being compliance lawyers is in any way going to be helpful to getting him out of these charges.
Next topic, which is what I'm a little bit nervous about. Again, I am no conspiracy nut, but being a crypto billionaire, former or otherwise,
he's gonna. I'll brief. Well, he'll probably give the context. There was a crypto billionaire recently who turned up dead after making a. I don't know if it was one post or a series of posts alluding to the fact that some very dangerous people were after him. That was some pretty shady shit. That was a pretty creepy thing. That happened only a few days ago. And apparently that was one of only like 2 or 3 or maybe even more crypto billionaires that have turned up dead recently. So it is like that is a pretty scary set of circumstances. Yeah, it's like actually getting Epsteined. Except this one was just blatant murder. Like, I believe the most recent crypto billionaire was, like, his body was found at the sea. Like, it washed up on shore. Let me double check.
Mr. Koolander here died at 30 a few days ago. This guy.
This guy.
Nikolai Mushigan, 29, died a few days ago. Yeah, Taran. So, a Russian crypto tycoon. He died in a helicopter accident. Now, again, all of these seem to have innocent explanations, but 3 of them dying within a few days of each other, all in the crypto space, is odd.
Yeah, it is peculiar. I would say the one with the paranoid tweets isn't exactly like the most innocent explanation. Let me double check. Which one was that? right before Nikolai passed away. He tweeted some suspicious conspiracies surrounding the government on October 28th. Okay, so not that soon. Tweeted that the CIA and Mossad and some pedophile-related organizations noted as the pedo elite are running some kind of sex trafficking and blackmailing business from Puerto Rico and the Caribbean islands. And then he said that they're going to frame him with a laptop planted by his ex-girlfriend who was a spy, and they will torture him to death. So that does read like somebody that's a bit paranoid, but he actually did turn up dead in Puerto Rico not long after. Previously, he's mentioned fighting some evil people who use debt and blackmail as weapons and claimed that he shall be murdered under the disguise of suicide by the FBI. It is very strange. The cause of death is just drowning, right? He left his beach house located in the posh locality Condad of San Juan for a morning walk. His estate is estimated to be $6 million. Later in the morning at around 9 a.m., some local surfers discovered his body at a Puerto Rico beach. They reported it to the police, and his identity was confirmed. They mentioned the beach is famous among surfers, although Nikolai was not known to be inclined towards surfing. They also noted that it's dangerous due to swift currents and rocks, and signboards are warning to be safe, but they're speculated to have broken due to the typhoon. So, a bit odd. But yeah, his tweets actually do read like someone that's probably got some kind of mental illness, but he really did turn up dead here. So, maybe he really was being hunted. That's the conspiracy. It is weird. It is weird. Especially since it's already the third crypto billionaire death in a short period of time.
We want to hear more about what was going on at this company and who else was complicit, because this is fraud that stinks to the top. And we don't want
I can assure you, the 28-year-old Harry Potter fan is all but innocent in this. I'm shocked that, well, they must not have found a paper trail for her yet. I'm shocked that she's not already in their net. So I speculate that during the trial, she gets roped into all of this. He's not making it to trial. That's getting deep in the weeds. I just can't imagine what he would have on people that they'd want to shut him up for.
It's awesome to see him arrested, and I'll be following up this story consistently. You can tune in on my Twitch channel, check out more, and watch out for more YouTube videos. Thanks, guys, for watching, and let's keep an eye on this.
Yeah, Big A's been doing such an amazing job covering this entire saga of SBF and FTX. I don't really know what the speed of movement is on a case this big. Maybe this is quick by other standards, but to me it felt remarkably slow. And maybe that's just because of how painful the journey was to get here, with all of the major news outlets treating it like he wasn't a fraud. So maybe that's why it felt so long to me. I don't know. Yeah, most people are saying this was super fast. So yeah, it really must have just been all of the news outlets that really made me feel like this was a not only not coming, but also excruciatingly long.